recent success at this club as well. As I said, one of the most successful clubs in Victorian football history. Looking to bring his side to yet more uncharted territory tonight, should they get through to the semi-final of the Australia Cup. Alex King is our referee this evening. One of the more experienced in the A-League men's competition, and great to see some young fans here as well. I'm also told that Football Australia CEO James Johnson is in the house tonight, so great to see James supporting the Australia Cup and all the local volunteers and administrators that are so important to the success of these clubs. There's a shot of the Mark Viduka stand and all the members and fans of the Melbourne Knights gathering in there. One of the great names in the history of this football club. Honoured with the grandstand. He might even be watching from his home in Croatia on 10 Play. Good evening to you, Mark, if you are. And all is set for another fantastic night. If it's not sorted after 90 minutes, we go to extra time and penalties. And Chris Oldfield, who has got a great history in penalty shootouts, will be called into action. Piers Clark as well for Heidelberg United. We'll be hoping it doesn't get to that phase this evening. All set here at Knight Stadium. A fantastic crowd on a beautiful night for football. Joining me in commentary this evening is David Clarkson, former Heidelberg United player for one season. David, thanks for joining us. Is that where your heart lies tonight?
Oh, gee, good to be here, Zappers. I tell you what, it's got a real feel about it, hasn't it? The crowd is certainly built. Pitch is in good condition. A lot up for grabs here tonight, his Melbourne Knights.
Yeah, an early foray forward for the home side as John Albano receives from Luka Kolic. Luka Kolic playing out on the right-hand side tonight. It's been a wonderful season for Melbourne Knights, making it through to the last four of the NPL men's competition, where they went down to the eventual champions, Avondale, by 1-0, and Avondale made light work of your other former side, South Melbourne, in the grand final. 4-0.
4-0, Zappers. We didn't see that coming, but I did watch the highlights and they look very, very strong. In saying that, South had a lot of chances, but they have been the superior team over the course of the season, so well deserved.
First free kick of the evening. It is going to the home side, Melbourne Knights. And Anthony Giselle standing over the ball. He delivers it to the far post. Plenty of Heidelberg numbers there. And Sean Ellis amongst them, looking to move the ball out of danger. Was he clipped? He was. So Sean Ellis wins Heidelberg's first free kick of the evening. And a great player, Sean Ellis, over the years for Heidelberg. He's been a big part of this side for a decade now, and a very important player in their setup.
He's very smooth on the ball. You know, Zappers, just being here, and we talk about the history of both of these clubs, and whilst we don't want to live in the past, it's important to respect it, and obviously Melbourne Knights.
Chance for Heidelberg as they go forward, and Zara was making the run. I spoke about his credentials just a moment ago. He'll be making lots of those runs this evening down the left-hand side for Heidelberg. They win ball back through Jamal Ali. Ali loses out in that contest, and a throw in for Melbourne Knights. They've met twice this season, these two sides, in the NPL men's competition. Melbourne Knights winning 5-0 early in the season. And then Heidelberg won their latest clash by 3-2. So it's been it was a really slow start to the season for Heidelberg. They had a lot of injuries, and they finished the season in great form, winning their last 5, but missing out on finals. So they do come with some momentum into this contest.
Yeah, you're right, Zappers. They had an incredibly slow start. In fact, at one point it looked like, you know, they were going to battle relegation, but they they came good, and as we know, they're serial quarter-finalists in this competition. They'll be looking tonight. Obviously, George Katsakis will be looking for his team to go into the semi-final. Massive prize.
First corner of the evening goes to Heidelberg. Moving inside that area and headed away comfortably. Zara picks it up on the edge of the area, can't get clean contact on it. Franjic heads it away for the Knights. Only as far as that Zara though. And it's played back in. Shepherd. Ashton out to Ellis. Ellis wins the ball back for Heidelberg. Murakami with the throw. Ashton can't win it. Plenty of numbers there for the Knights. Duzel neatly does it. Plays the ball back. Heidelberg trying to press. Duzel does well. Neat play out by the home side. Hoare couldn't find the pass. Now Ellis.
Yeah, interesting. They just play with such a system, Heidelberg, and that front three of Ellis, Shepherd and Pin on that far side, really dangerous. And they hold their width, dangerous through the middle.
Joshua Pin on the left and Adrian Zara just behind him. Melbourne Knights look to go route one, and that's easily managed in the end by Fetahajic. Big centre back. Bright opening to this one at Knight Stadium. Both sides looking good on the ball. Now the Knights play it out to the left for Jack Morton. Nice ball played inside for Duzel. He's the go-to man in the midfield, pulling the strings. Here's Steve White, back to Duzel. Former Melbourne Victory player, of course. Duzel, his dad played at NSL level for this club as well. Lovely ball played forward, straight through the middle. Claims for a penalty kick, waved away by Alex King. But a lovely foray forward for the Melbourne Knights.
It was a stunning ball in, wasn't it? And they just kept possession, and beautiful little through ball. I don't think there was much in the tackle. It was more shoulder to shoulder. We'll just watch it here on the replay. It
was Kieran Bramwell who made the run. And it was shoulder to shoulder. Now an ball overturned. A chance for Heidelberg to respond very quickly indeed. The pass just a little bit heavy. The run from Jamal Ali. He was looking for Owen Ashton and just had too much on it. That was a great opportunity at the other end.
Yeah, well, he just got momentum, didn't he? He stole the ball off.
Here it is, the run from Jamal Ali.
It was Mitch Ory took it off, and then he just kept the run going forward. He could have actually kept going.
And now some room here on the left too for the Knights. Nice and open early stages. Jack Morton quickly closed down, however. Anthony Lesiotis. Another player who spent time at A-League level. Lesiotis, Melbourne City and Melbourne Victory in his younger days. There's Duzel. Fantastic crowd building here at Knight Stadium, and Knights reverting to the long ball as well. A little bit of a mix-up at the back. And in the end, it wasn't fatal. Piers Clark had to come off his line. And Aiden Fetahajic just a little uncertain then when he was sweeping up.
He got himself in a bit of a muddle, didn't he? It's that long ball again from Ben Collins, and he was comfortable, Fetahajic, and then swing and a miss. Clark was onto it. They don't mind that route one ball, do they, Melbourne Knights? They've got some speedsters up front.
And they've played that a couple of times already tonight.
it is again.
Here it is again, the long ball forward. Bramwell, who comes in tonight, the only one change they've made to the starting 11, so he's nice and fresh and trying to create issues with that long ball. Murakami with the long clearance for Heidelberg. Now another chance for the Knights to build. Pass cut out, however. Theodoropoulos out to Zara. Looking for Joshua Pinn, finds him. And just loses his feet. Loses possession, so the Knights with another chance here. Ball in the midfield with White. And once again, for the fourth time tonight, Bramwell called upon, goes down on the edge of the area again. Alex King waves it away, says play on. Ellis gets a foot in for Heidelberg. Can they find a build-up from here? Very open, end-to-end stuff. Both teams looking to attack in the early stages.
Yeah, they are. I didn't really expect it to be like this, but it's almost box to box. Both teams going at one another.
There's the tangle, and there's not much in that either. I think Bramwell's going to be careful, because if he continues to go down easily, Alex King will continue to wave it away. Here's a chance now for Mitch Hoare. Ball tried to be slid in by Luka Kolic, but there is a foul on the far side, and
Adrian Zara, I think it was, Zappers.
It was Zara giving it away, and a free kick for Melbourne Knights. Big group of fans congregating right in front of the commentary position as well, so you'll hear them chanting now all night. Here's a long ball played. It's a great header as well. He ends up just floating over the crossbar by Josh Phelps.
Yep.
The big centre half is very strong in the air.
We saw him against Campbelltown, didn't we? He was dangerous in the air, and that's a great ball in. He's just gone into the far post. It looked like that might just drop in the top corner, but just put a little bit too much on it. So again, dangerous set pieces from Melbourne Knights, and they have got some big lads.
Melbourne Knights, of course, getting to this stage of the competition with a 4-1 win over the Queensland Lions in the round of 32, and then here at Knight Stadium a couple of weeks ago against Campbelltown City by 2-0. Chance here for Heidelberg at the other end. Pin. Ellis puts a great ball in. Ellis looking for Shepherd. Knights had plenty of numbers though to defend.
Well, we've been going over 10 minutes, and I don't think you've called Albano's name as yet, and we know how dangerous he can be. So Knights doing well without their main player getting on the ball at all.
And they're almost avoiding him at the moment with that long ball that they're playing. Bypassing his influence, and he'll have an influence on this game. He's been terrific for them all season.
And a lot is coming down this left-hand side for Knights with Jack Morton involved.
Here's Mitch Hoare, plays it inside, did pick up a late foul. So another free kick to the home side.
He does that really well, Mitch Hoare, just finds little spaces in between the lines and faces forward. Either looks to play or goes on the dribble, and he's won himself a free kick in a dangerous position here.
So Bramwell going up, as is Phelps. Saw how dangerous Phelps could be. Ben Collins as well, the other centre back, making his way forward. So Collins will be a target, as will Phelps. Played in the Collins direction, just too high for him, and well taken by Pierce Clark. There was a clash of heads as they went for that. Hayden Fitahajic, who's just down. Hopefully he'll be okay to resume the big centre half for Heidelberg United.
Yeah, it's just a little clash of heads. Disappointing ball by Dazelle there. It was a great position. He went with the in-swing and just overhit it.
Fitahajic still on the ground there, and
Jamal Ali
providing the medical assistance to him. Hopefully he does receive a proper check from the team physio or doctor, if there's one on the sideline, which there should be.
Looks like he might have got a poke in the eye or something.
It's Ben Khan, the coach of the Melbourne Knights, looking on. Received the award for the NPL Coach of the Year this year, so congratulations to him on an outstanding achievement. He's that classic again. Yeah, not much in it. It was just a little poke in the eye. Now Ellis at the other end for Heidelberg. Hasn't got much support. Puts the cross in, but nobody there.
You're right, Zappers. He didn't have any support. Ball to the far post, and they were sitting really deep, Heidelberg.
So Mitch Orr cleans up for Melbourne Knights. Ball played a bit too heavy. So Heidelberg with another chance to attack. Shunsuke Murakimi with the throw in. Now Fitahajic. Offside flag goes up. Collins moves it along quickly. Now this is John Albano on the ball. Plays it in short for Mitch Orr. Albano continues his run. College loses possession. Zara, look how quick he moves the ball out of defence, and Melbourne Knights are aware of the danger there and quickly stops him in his tracks. I think that was Joshua Pinn, actually,
yeah,
was it?
Pinn, yeah. It's interesting, though, Adrian Zari, we know he's really good as an attacking player, but so far in this first 15 minutes, he's been quite deep on that left-hand side. So he sits in behind. They've actually named him as sort of an 8 or a 10, but he's drifting out to the left. Really involved in the attack. It's almost like they had that good 5-10 minutes and now they've backed off, Heidelberg.
Crowd continuing to come here. That grandstand very well populated now. As Heidelberg look for another opportunity. Again, that long ball played this time by Heidelberg, and Kane Shepherd couldn't get there. Ooh, that's a very good tackle by Lesiotis. Had to be clean because he had plenty of momentum behind it. And the header in the end is wide of the mark from Owen Ashton. Anthony Lesiotis, the former Melbourne City and Melbourne Victory player. Timing his tackle perfectly.
Like the art of comedy, Michael. He got that spot on, didn't he? He had to.
Dangerous here by the Knights, trying to play it out. Now Heidelberg with the press. Kane Shepherd wins front possession. He goes down. Don't appeal for a penalty. Very dangerous there. Melbourne Knights obviously sticking to the process of playing the ball out. Heidelberg, knowing that they were going to do that, applied the high press, and then as the Knights work it out, a foul is committed and the first yellow card of the evening handed out by Alex King.
Well, there you go. They did try and play out. You're right. High press. Just here with this tackle on Mitch Orr. It was really late, wasn't it? I think it was Phelps that got
it was Fetahay.
Fetahay, yeah. With left foot to the thigh. So certainly
that was very late and very high. So he'll have to be very careful now. Centre back for Heidelberg United. Ellis puts the press on again. Collins does well. However, his pass is cut out. Mitchell does very well for the Knights to win the ball back. Ball in dispute again. Paul plays it forward for Bramwell. Cleared once again. Tell you what, the tempo is really high.
Yep, it's certainly lifted now. A couple of late tackles. Cleared the benches before.
I'm not going to die wondering either of these two sides this evening. As they look for a semi-final berth in this competition. What an achievement that would be for one of these two sides tonight. Chatting to Ivan Franjic, who's just passed the ball back to his goalkeeper there before the game, saying that he's really enjoying his football. He's obviously had a great, decorated career as a professional, but he's now coaching. He's got an academy set up here at Melbourne Knights and coaching young kids and loving every moment of that and enjoying his football with a successful season here at Summer Street. Heidelberg give it away cheaply. So the Knights have a chance to build again with White. Now Hoare. Franjic. Dizelle to White. Here's Collins. Heidelberg with a chance now to set themselves again. Long ball by Collins, looking for Albano. He gets around the keeper. A chance for John Albano to open the scoring here. Cuts the ball back. Bramwell. Hoare still alive. And eventually Heidelberg cleared the Lions.
Well, you hadn't called his name, but you certainly did then. It was Ben Collins again with that left foot over the top. It did a slight look of offside about it, but Albano, heavy touch, a little bit, couldn't quite get around the keeper quick enough to finish.
Here's Clark, did enough in the end to put Albano off, scurried back quickly as well. Here's Collins again. This time's dispossessed and danger on the counter-attack. A chance for Heidelberg. Theodoropoulos plays it in for Kane Shepherd. Shepherd on the chest. Was there a handball? It looks like one, and it was. Kane Shepherd wins the penalty. And Heidelberg with an opportunity to open the scoring here in Summer Street.
Oh, beautifully called. Zappa's picked it up. You know, that's where he's so dangerous. Just watch it on the replay. Just a little flick, and the arm came out, didn't it, of Ben Collins? He didn't need to do it. He actually had good position, but the arm came out. Alex King had no option but to point to the spot. Yeah.
Well spotted by Alex King. And terrific control by Kane Shepherd. It will be Adrian Zara,
the captain,
to take the penalty. The man who started his career at the Melbourne Knights with the chance to put Heidelberg ahead. Zara scores, and Heidelberg are in front. Expertly taken by the former Melbourne Heartman. And the Burgers take the lead here at Summer Street.
Yeah, it's a great penalty, isn't it? Keeper's gone the wrong way. Oldfield, beautifully dispatched by Adrian Zara. Never looked in doubt. And probably against the run of play, you would say. Well, there hasn't been a lot of chances.
Well, they just had that chance, didn't they, with John Albano and Piers Clark, the goalkeeper, doing well to put him off. And that was probably the best chance the Knights had had and the best chance of the game prior to that penalty being conceded. And it was just a sloppy giveaway in the midfield.
And you just know with Kane Shepherd, he's so dangerous, technically very good, takes up good positions, a smart player. Ben Collins would be disappointed with that, sticking the arm out. Didn't need to do it.
So First shot on target for the game was that penalty. Been plenty of action, and not too much for the goalkeepers. Here's Sean Ellis, who's caught offside on that occasion. There'll be no holding back from Melbourne Knights. We've seen their style of play, wanting to play the ball out of the back, often looking for a direct route to goal as well once they get into the final third. Giselle. Now Collins will be looking to make amends. Phelps. Just an eerie silence now has descended upon the Melbourne Knights home ground.
Great tackle.
As Heidelberg win it back again. It was Lesiotis with that tackle. Doesn't hold back, Anthony Lesiotis.
No, he's doing a good job in there. We saw this tackle earlier on, just near where we are. And they do really well, Heidelberg, when they haven't got the ball with a back four and then two screeners just in front.
There's Lesiotis throwing his body about again and wins it back again for Heidelberg. Does well. Here's Zara.
Nice.
Ellis, terrific ball. Heidelberg with another chance. Joshua Pinn. Kane Shepherd! Oh! Makes it two! Just like that, the Burgers strike again. A wonderful build-up and a brilliant finish.
Ah, that's quite superb. George Katsakis, wonderful finish. What a wonderful finish that was. We'll just see it here again on the replay.
And it starts from Anthony Lesiotis. We spoke about him in the midfield.
Look at Adrian Zara there, Zappers. Beats three. Beautiful little dink inside. Continues his run. Super ball with a left foot. But have a look at this for a finish by Kane Shepherd. Quite superb. 2-0. Well,
that was a brilliant build-up from Heidelberg United. Worthy of a goal in the quarter-final of the Australian Cup. And now Melbourne Knights have some work ahead of them.
Well, if it was eerie before, it's definitely quiet now. But they've just... The work rate off the ball. Lesiotis has started that. And I was just talking about the way they set up. Let Melbourne Knights have the ball. When there's a forward pass, they just press. And once they get it, wow, these last 5 minutes, they've gone at speed. Deadly.
It's been a blitzkrieg here at Summer Street by Heidelberg United.
Yep, they're rattled.
These two great clubs of Victorian football, both former National Soccer League clubs. Melbourne Knights, of course, former NSL champions. Heidelberg United with plenty of trophies in their cabinet as well, including an NSL Cup, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Well, it's up to the Knights now, isn't it? I can't wait. They have to push up the intensity, be better on the ball.
Once again, that central route down the heart of the Heidelberg defence hasn't worked for them. This is Mitch Hoare. Clearance just deflected away by Murakami. Back to his goalkeeper, Piers Clark, who hasn't had a lot to do.
That's really well done again by Heidelberg. Ali pushed up, and then Adrian Zara drops in to make that back four, so they're really in tune with one another. There's again
another press. Heidelberg have done so well tonight. Owen Ashton that time trying to win the ball back. Zara with plenty of spring in his step. Mitch Hoare tries to get the clearance away, and once again the desperation from Heidelberg. Theodoropoulos on that side was terrific to win the ball back. Lesiotis goes in hard again. This time he loses out. Duzel. His pass couldn't find Bramwell. Duzel again. Collins. Plays it inside, dangerous pass. Lesiotis throwing himself about once again. Said that a few times tonight. Knights fans wanting a foul there. Mitch Hoare comes up with the ball. Hoare with a chance now for Albano! What a terrific build-up by the Knights! And they're back in it! Anything you can do, we can do better, say the home side. That is a brilliant goal by the Melbourne Knights. And they're back in this one.
Wow, what a wonderful finish. It was messy in midfield. Heidelberg pressing. Ball was bouncing around. It fell to Mitch Hoare. We'll watch it on the replay. Have a look at the vision here from Mitch Hoare once he gets it. Heidelberg had a chance to clear. Mitch Hoare here. Little dink. Beautiful pass. Wonderful finish. Top goal.
So we're seeing some quality football tonight from both of these sides. It is at a terrific pace and terrific quality as well. Some wonderful goals. Both the last two from open play brilliantly worked. And the Knights look to go again. Pranjic. Duzel to White. Still plenty of time here in this first half. Hoare, back heel, a strike on goal! I think it needed a touch. It did need a touch from Piers Clark. It was a terrific effort. And John Albano almost made it 2 in 2 minutes.
Wow. Beautiful interplay again. Watch the ball. The beautiful flick by Mitch Hoare again involved. What a great save that is. Wonderful strike on goal. Brilliant save by...
Yeah, brilliant play all round. Mitch Hoare and Albano and Piers Clark with the save. Mitch Hoare takes it on the volley, and this time it's straight to the goalkeeper. He had to be sharp and alert, and he was.
Wow, Mitch Hoare is like... Just watch this from behind. Oh, he's at full stretch, wasn't he? Just... Yeah, Mitch Hoare has said enough's enough, and he's really taken this game by the scruff of the neck. Him and Albano, very, very dangerous. Here is again.
And that's the difference in the last 10 minutes, is getting John Albano more involved in the game, fewer of those long balls. And when Mitch Hoare and John Albano pass the ball amongst each other, it's hard to stop them.
That pass from Mitch Hoare for the goal, under incredible pressure, to have that awareness was quite superb.
There he is,
throwing
himself about, giving away the free kick this time. Heidelberg at the other end now look to respond again. Kane Shepherd with the back to goal. Passes it beautifully, showed great awareness, and the shot was just wide of the mark again. We could have had another one. Theodoropoulos it was with the chance. And it was a very good one as well.
Yeah, it was. Should have hit the target. Again, Kane Shepherd with his back to goal. Soft touch, good layoff.
Everyone was worried about Kane Shepherd. Nobody was watching Anthony Theodoropoulos. What an opening to this
incredible.
game, eh?
Some of the play has just been quite superb. Good intensity, but 3 fantastic goals.
Here are the Knights again now, trying to get forward, and This time stopped in their tracks by Jamal Ali. Long ball forward. Was there a clash there or just an accidental clip? As Joshua Pin went down, Alex King waves it away. Play continues.
Looked like he clipped his heels down.
Yeah. Jack Warden getting involved on that right-hand side as well now for the Knights. Hargitch with the clearance, takes a deflection, and Heidelberg will win a moment of reprieve. Here's the foul in question. Yeah, it looked like a deliberate clip, didn't it?
Certainly got the legs tangled. It looked offside in the first instance, but...
Josh Phelps it was. A bit lucky because it could have been a great opportunity. Now White skips away for Frunjic. Albano, the goal scorer for the Knights, cut down quickly. Alex King says, let's play on. He's letting plenty go. Look at the space in the midfield here for the Burgers. Kami goes forward, and eventually Alex King says there was a foul there, no advantage, so free kick to the Burgers.
I don't think we've seen the last of the goals, that's for sure. I hope I don't put the Moz on it, but just it's so open, and with the quality of passing that we're seeing, more opportunities will come.
Yeah, defence is not the first priority here. Their last result was 3-2 to Heidelberg last time these sides met in the NPL Victoria competition. Ellis with a dangerous ball forward. The header comes off Ivan Frunjic straight to his goalkeeper.
Do you think he meant that, Zappas?
No. Here he is. Lesiotis reads it well.
It's been impressive, Lesiotis.
Nice movement. Theodoropoulos almost got in the tangle, got himself out of it. Jamal Ali. Murakami. Throw in goes to Heidelberg.
We haven't seen a lot of Sean Ellis on this left-hand side. Thought they might change him over with Pin just to change it up a little bit.
Those that have travelled to Summer Street tonight have been entertained. Some high-quality football. Terrific finishing. Beautiful build-up play for the last two goals. And we're not even close to half-time yet. Beautiful conditions here in Melbourne. As Heidelberg look for another chance with Sean Ellis with the curling effort. He knew exactly what he was trying to do there, just too high and too wide.
Yeah, be a bit disappointed with that. We know how good that left foot is. Just got under it, but Kane Shepherd involved again with a layoff with a head.
Great crowd here this evening at Summer Street. About 2,000 they're expecting. Thanks to our production team for the stitch-up in the pre-game as well. I can report that the Javabi was very good.
You toned it down from last time we were here. Oh, great touch.
Here's Heidelberg coming forward again with Sean Ellis this time. Sean Ellis denied by a wonderful save. Chris Oldfield had to be at his best, and he certainly was at full stretch. Tips it away for a corner. Brilliant play again.
Well, we've spoke him into action. Sean Ellis said he wasn't overly involved. It's a great tempo. What a save that is by Chris Oldfield. Big left hand, turned it around the post. Vital save.
Chances keep coming. Heidelberg with the corner, this time headed away by Josh Phelps. Albano looking to get it forward for the Knights. Harley for Heidelberg.
Nice.
Terrific ball. Now Ellis. Sends it in to a dangerous position again. It's Phelps, the big centre back, winging the header. Lesiotis. Ellis looks to deliver again, this time too much on it. And the home side can breathe a sigh of relief. Here's another look at that save by Alford on that shot by Ellis. Terrific reaction. Great save. And neither side has wanted to take a step back. It's full throttle from the get-go. One wonders whether they can keep this up for 90 minutes. Murakami to Ellis. Great idea by Ellis, but his right back wasn't on the same page. Mitch Hall, the architect of the Melbourne Knights goal. Pierce Clark controls it well and sends it long in the Ellis direction.
Great touch.
What about the control from Sean Ellis? And what about the shot? Geez, tell you what, that would have been a contender for goal of the Australia Cup. The touch was exquisite and the shot wasn't far away.
Well, it got you off your seat, Zappers. Look, have a look at this touch here from Sean Ellis. Just drifts inside, beautiful with the laces. And then that looked like it was going in the top corner. Wonderful strike.
Brilliant. What an advertisement for the NPL here in Victoria we're seeing tonight.
Magic of the cup, Michael.
As the Knights come again. Morton. Paul winning the free kick. Lesiotis has been in everything for Heidelberg in that midfield. Anthony Duzel and Steve White standing over the ball. Looks like Duzel, it will be on the right to swing it in. Pretty heavy. Almost too much on it.
Was Ivan Franic there? Just a little bit too much on it again. He had one earlier that he overhit. Franic just couldn't get enough on it. Back across goal. Wow. Brilliant.
No, we take a breath because there haven't been too many quiet moments in this first half at Summer Street. What a spectacular sight as is, almost full grandstand out that far side. And great atmosphere and some brilliant football to watch and admire. Space here again for the home side. Duzel sends it long and well managed by Adrian Zara, who nods it back to his keeper.
That's the skipper just working up and down that left-hand side for his team. When he sees danger, he's just knows to drop in, and he does it with such pace, and it's really well done.
Well worked out again by the Melbourne Knights. And White it is now for Morton. To Collins. College. Lost in the midfield. Some heavy tackles going in again. Theodoropoulos wins it back eventually. Throw in for Heidelberg, who lead as we approach half-time. Penalty to Adrian Zara and a header to Kane Shepherd. They went 2-0 up. And then a wonderful response by Gian Albano after being set up by Mitch Hoare. Morton finds some space for College. College goes long, and that's not working for them. That's what they were doing early on in the half without much success.
Yeah, it's difficult, that straight ball. A little bit of angle on it.
See the ball holding up there. That long ball by Piers Clark. Alex King blowing the whistle for a foul, and as we approach half-time, Knights look for that equaliser. Frunjic. Albano. Pressure on again by Elysiotis. He's a little terrier, isn't he, Anthony Elysiotis? Fighting for every single ball, looking to win back possession. He has to be careful here. And he goes into the book. Elysiotis. It's not helpful at all, because given the way he attacks the ball and goes in hard for his challenges, he's now going to tread very carefully for the second half of this contest.
Yeah, well, he lives on the edge a little bit because he just works so hard. Just had the arms up there. You might see it here on the replay. Good pressure here, and then just pulling back. Probably a little unlucky, actually.
I think it might have been for some chat afterwards. Yeah.
Oh.
Potential foul in the area. The fans wanted a penalty.
Brilliant.
Alex King said no. Ball played from the outside of the boot by Zara. Now Ellis. Knights getting plenty of numbers back quickly. Ellis with the shot on goal. Wasn't the most clean take by the goalkeeper, Chris Oldfield, but he did enough. 3 minutes to be added at the end of this first half.
Go!
Knights moving it out nicely. Morton. Jamal Ali will sweep up for Heidelberg. Diving challenge in by Morton again. Jeez, he's played at some pace, isn't it, this game? Challenges flying in everywhere. Passes being zinged around the park. Albano to Hoa. When those two combine, watch out.
He's looking for handball there. Jamal Ali is just everywhere. He's playing in the back four, and then he's playing in midfield. He's playing up front. Incredible athlete, good defender.
Here's the claim for the handball. Yeah, it might have been there.
Yep.
It was outside the area, though. Not sure if that was an attempt on goal or a long cross, but into the wind, that was always going to be difficult to beat the goalkeeper. Collins to Morton.
It's a great ball.
Plays a great ball over the top, but Hagic is there, and Kieran Brunwell has worked hard without any reward so far in this first half. One more chance here for the home side in possession. Collins. Lovely pass to Hoa. Well defended by Heidelberg. They do win the free kick, and Alex King has done a very good job tonight. He's had plenty to adjudicate on. Heidelberg will be looking to soak up as much as they can of these last moments. Shinsuke Murakami. as the allotted 3 additional minutes are now up. Alex King blows his whistle to signal an end to an enthralling first half of football here. We've seen some wonderful football and some brilliant goals. Kane Shepherd on the goal scoring sheet again for Heidelberg United. He scored the second after Adrian Zara converted from the penalty spot. And then it was Gian Albano to get one back and give Melbourne Knights hope as we head into the half-time break. At Summer Street, it's half-time in this quarter-final of the Australia Cup. And it's Melbourne Knights 1, Heidelberg United 2. Well, there were plenty of highlights in this first half at Summer Street. And here was the first goal, a handball by Ben Collins. After Kane Shepherd controlled the ball well, and Adrian Zara stepped up and took that brilliantly, Dave Clarkson.
Great finish. Well done, Kane Shepherd. As we said, Ben Collins will be disappointed.
Anthony Lysiotis has been
what a goal!
A terrier all night, winning the ball in the midfield. Adrian Zara involved again. A terrific dink over the top. He receives the ball back and then delivers a beautiful pinpoint pass for Kane Shepherd. And what a finish that was.
What a top finish. Just placed it right in the top corner, but a beautiful move. Great goal.
So that was 2-0, and Melbourne Knights had plenty of work to do, and in comes Mitch Hoare and Gian Albano. Those two have been brilliant for them all season. And this pass again, so difficult to execute.
Did really well. Outside of the foot, lifted it over the defender. Great run, great finish. Another top goal.
So it's been a brilliant display from both these sides. This tie still well and truly alive. Here are the stats for the first half. Melbourne Knights with the majority of possession. We've seen how they love to play the ball out of the back. And Heidelberg with 7 shots, 4 of them on target. The pass accuracy well in the favour of the Melbourne Knights, and Heidelberg resorting to more long balls. But don't go away, because I tell you what, there will be some great action to come if the first half is any indication. We'll be back very soon with the second half here at Knights Stadium.
Is a fun introduction to football for boys and girls aged 4 to 11. It's a great way for them to learn football skills and have fun with friends. Register with your local club today to play football at www.miniroos.com.au. Football Australia will want to remind patrons of the Football Australia Code of Conduct. Spectators must not enter or attempt to enter the field of play or playing arena without lawful authority. Any person who doesn't comply with the spectator code behaviour or who otherwise causes disturbance may be evicted from the venue and may be banned from attending future matches. Spectators must refrain from disorderly conduct or conduct that may injure the reputation and goodwill of FA and the code of football. Any person doesn't comply with the football's spectator code behaviour or who otherwise causes disturbance may be evicted from the venue and may be banned from attending future matches.
He's been everywhere for Melbourne Knights, and he'll be amongst it as well in the second half, no doubt. Terrific crowd here at Knights Stadium. Alex King in charge tonight has done a fantastic job as well. He's had plenty to adjudicate on, the A-League referee. Football Australia's Chief Executive James Johnson here as well tonight to witness a fantastic contest. As we're all set now for the second half. Who will it be to make it through to the semi-final of the Australia Cup? Heidelberg United currently with the advantage. Rich history in this competition, one of the best performing NPL sides in Australia over the history of the Australia Cup. Melbourne Knights have never made it this far. This has been a fantastic season for them, with new coach Ben Khan at the helm, winning the NPL Coach of the Year award last week here in Victoria. Took his side through to the last four of the NPL men's competition, losing narrowly in the semi-final to Avondale, who then went on to win the grand final last weekend against South Melbourne. And a resounding 4-0 win in that grand final. Heidelberg missing out on finals action this year, which is rare for them. But did finish the season well with 5 wins in a row. Hagic, the centre-back, called into action early. Puts it out, safety first, and throw in for the Melbourne Knights. Here's George Katsakis, the coach of Heidelberg. Been in charge for a long period of time during that success I spoke of in this Australia Cup competition. He's been at the centre of it all.
With his right-hand man, Jeff Olver, who we know well, Zappers, former Socceroo, 50 caps, 50-plus caps, I think. Heidelberg goalkeeper.
Yeah, and former Melbourne City goalkeeper coach as well. Back at the club now. Oh, here's an opening for Melbourne Knights almost, for college. He's favouring the end to which Heidelberg is attacking this time, and another sharp shot on goal. Ellis goes down. He won't get a penalty this time. And Chris Oldfield called into action once again. He's had to do it a couple of times off that man, Sean Ellis. Never afraid to take a shot from outside the area. Sean Ellis there connecting it beautifully, following it up after the save from Oldfield, but no penalty there.
I think it was Kane Shepherd actually, and it just bounced.
Shot, was it? Sorry.
Just bounced in front of Chris Oldfield there. Great save actually, and then it was Sean Ellis on the follow-up. Calls for a penalty. Nothing doing, said Alex King.
Shepherd's been involved in both Heidelberg goals. Won the penalty for the first goal with the handball, and then finished the second with the header.
Well, it didn't take long, did it, for some action? 3 minutes, Kane Shepherd involved. He's got a sweet left foot. It was a good strike. Even better save.
Here he is, Shepherd. Sees the ball over his head this time, and Josh Phelps it is to clean up at the back for the home side for Hagic. Late challenge there, and a free kick awarded. Now, will there be another booking here? Alex King thinks about it.
Yep. He pulls it out.
So another yellow card. This one. There it is, the late challenge by John Albano, was it?
Was Albano. He wasn't much, you know. He didn't put the foot up. Be a little late.
Feta Hagic and Anthony Lesiotis already in the book for Heidelberg United in that first half. Here's Albano now. Murakami wins that contest. Oh, terrific back heel for Sean Ellis. Ellis cuts inside, looks to release. Oh, and Ashton. Here's Ashton now with some time to size up his options and overstep. Met by a wall of Knights players, and the home side will clear. Bramwell. Ball for Albano. 1-2, just kept inside. It's a beautiful play by Zara once again. Pulled back. There's got to be another foul there, and it is. And it will be another yellow card. Alex King goes straight to his book. And Josh Phelps will be the latest into the Alex King notebook. This was a terrific build-up, though, by Adrian Zara.
Zara, Shepherd, lovely little ball with the outside of the foot. To be fair, Phelps, he did well, really. I mean, he's in there, and just a little pullback. He's got a yellow card, but if he didn't make that foul, it's trouble for Knights.
So Phelps and Albano going into the book in the last few moments for Melbourne Knights. Oldfield with a job to do now. Owen Ashton with the free kick. Swings it in, dangerous one. Plenty of numbers up there. Knights managed to find a way out. Albano and Lesiotis. Lesiotis wins out, lunging in there, needs to be careful. He's on a yellow card. Theodoropoulos doing the chasing. It falls for Ellis. And Sean Ellis's ball takes a deflection, and it's out for a corner kick to Heidelberg.
Just look at this free kick again, Zappis. Oh!
It's one of the Heidelberg players.
Yeah, I can't quite see who it was, but it was a good clearance.
Theodoropoulos, perhaps.
Just needed to let it skim off the top of his head. Got it all wrong.
It's got too much on it.
Yeah. Good ball in.
Here's the corner kick by Ellis. Dangerous one. Almost finds its way towards the back post. Oldfield lost it in the air. And Joshua Pinn was making the run at the far post and couldn't quite get a touch on it. Dizelle, dangerous pass. A chance here for Heidelberg again to put the pressure on. Pinn does the tracking back. Knights do well through College. Now Dizelle to Franjic. End-to-end stuff once again. Franjic running at Zara to the byline. Manages to get the ball in to a dangerous position. Murakami with the clearance. Now Franjic with another chance. Crowd on the edge of the area. And a free kick to the Knights. Let's take a look at that another corner again by Alice. It was late and it was swinging.
It was a great ball in, wasn't it? Sean Ellis with the left foot in swinger. His pin at the back, and Oldfield just put him off. I think he might have hit the post, the outside of the post with a header. Knights fans up and about, turning back the clock.
They are indeed. Duzell over the ball with Steve White. Can they find the equaliser here? Duzell. Terrific ball to the far post. Still in dispute. Shot from the edge of the area. Just wide of the mark from Albano again.
There's trouble. All hands on deck defending. Albano would have fancied himself with a volley. Just didn't quite get it right. Pressure coming down this right-hand side now. Let's watch the volley here again.
Always difficult to control.
Yeah, it is a tough one, but his quality.
Picked on in the Ellis direction. Collins sweeps up for the Melbourne Knights. Now the clearance from Oldfield. Albano, neat. Looking for Branwell. Now it finds its way at the other end. Kate Shepherd spots the goalkeeper off his line. Thought about the shot. It falls for Ellis on the edge of the area. Can't control it, Sean Ellis. So Knights with a chance to clear. Theodoropoulos under pressure does well. Now loses it though. Peter Hargic. It's an almighty pace. There's another late challenge. Alex King has spotted it. Will he go to his book again? He will. So the yellow card's really starting to mount up now. That was Kieran Branwell. Now was it Jack Morton in the book?
You're right, though, Zappers. That last few minutes, the heat was on, wasn't it? It was flying in, high intensity.
Yeah, it is Morton. So he becomes the third Knights player in the second half, which is only 10 minutes old, to pick up a yellow card. Josh Phelps, John Albano, and now Jack Morton. Long ball floated in. Easily dealt with by the Knights' defence. Shepherd to Zara. To Hargic. Plays a straight ball forward. Easy to deal with those ones. White. Plays it to nobody except a Melbourne Knights player in Shunsuke Murakami. Jamal Ali for Heidelberg. Who's out here to Mitch Horton. Melbourne Knights continuing to have the advantage in terms of possession. Ali with
another one,
the late foul, and there will be another yellow card. Jamal Ali, add him to the list.
Alex King's going to get RSI at this rate, pulling that yellow card out, but they are warranted.
At what rate can we continue before somebody is sent off? That will be the question. Starting to mount up now. Heidelberg United central defender, the latest. Free kick now for the Melbourne Knights. The edge of the area. Shepherd needs to be careful. He has Josh Phelps nipping at his heels. So 3 apiece. Jamal Ali and Aidan Fetahargic, the 2 central defenders for Heidelberg, along with Anthony Lesiotis. So the Knights contemplate a change. Here's Ivan Franjic. Now Mitch Hoare. Back to Franjic. White. Directing traffic before he executes the pass. Now Dizelle. Bramwell can't control it, so they lose out, and Sean Ellis gets it moving forward. Plays it into space. Joshua Pinn. Has Phelps to beat. Pinn gets around him. Over the line. No foul that time.
It was a great look-away pass. Sean Ellis. Yep. Joshua Pinn thought he had him one-on-one. Tried to draw the foul.
Bramwell. Can he keep it in play? Just too much on it.
It's right on the edge. Looks like Knights are going to the bench. Zappers?
They are indeed, and it'll be Javaro Nepomucano, who we saw play here a couple of weeks ago. He came on as a substitute. He did start in the semi-final against Avondale.
I think it's the same substitution they made.
Luka College is the man to make way. And Nepomucano is the one that comes on. He was impressive when he came off the bench in their round of 16 tie against Campbelltown City, which they did win 2-0 here. Nepomucano, his first touch. Here he is again on the ball. Too much on that one for Bramwell.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's official crowd attendance, 2,236. Thank you for your attendance.
Over 2,000 here tonight as the ground announcer reports the crowd figure, which is fantastic attendance for this midweek fixture. Tell you what, there'll be even more should they make the semi-final. Heidelberg United looking forward to a semi-final at their home venue as well. They haven't hosted a round of 32 clash. As a long-range effort comes, no trouble for Piers Clark. Speaking to some of the Heidelberg officials before the game, and they haven't been lucky enough to host a game in the round of 32 or the round of 16 this year. They have had plenty in the past. I remember fondly the Melbourne City game where they had a crowd of 11,000, one of the record crowds in this competition.
Brilliant.
Aaron Moy in the midfield that night for Melbourne City. What a night that was.
Well, they hosted the grand final on the weekend, but they weren't in it, obviously. And I tell you what, Olympic Village, it's a little different than when I played back there back in the early 90s. Wonderful surface now. They've done the stadium up a lot. Nice facility.
So Heidelberg United go to the bench. So it'll be Owen Ashton to make way.
Done a good job.
Amir Abdallah will be the one to come on. He did get on the score sheet, Amir Abdallah, in the round of 16 clash against Mount Druitt. So we know he can score in this competition. There's Bramwell with a terrific cutback and a great chance for the Knights at the far post. Terrific ball movement, stretching Heidelberg's defence, and it was Gian Albano again making that desperate lunge at the far post. Couldn't quite get there.
What a fantastic ball in that was. Across the face of goal, you're right, Sappers, he just couldn't quite get there.
Had Murakami beaten.
Yeah, Murakami just did enough. Let's say that.
So some promising signs for the Knights as they look for an equaliser. Here's Amir Abdallah. Finds Murakami. Murakami forced forward. Thought about passing it back. Goes back to his substitute in Abdallah. And the ball trickles over the line for a Knights throw. Perhaps not surprisingly, the pace not as frenetic as the first half. Both sides creating some opportunities though in this second half. Just joined us, Heidelberg took the lead in this contest through an Adrian Zara penalty. Kane Shepherd extended the lead before Gian Albano put one back. Here's Ivan Franjic as the Knights go in search of an equaliser. Ball played to the far post, too high. Nebo Museno, the substitute, getting involved.
It was nice. Cut back onto the left. He just overhit it. Bramwell, I think, at the far post, just couldn't quite get his head on that ball. It's right in the balance at the moment. Obviously, the next goal vitally important for either team.
Melbourne Knights fans finding their voice, putting their team on to an equaliser. Shepherd for Lesiotis.
It's a great ball.
Abdallah will try to squeeze it through. Saw what he was trying to achieve there. Almost found the mark. Franic. Some space. Ellis closing him down. Nebo Museno.
Great ball
for Franic. Inside the area now. Lesiotis gets in the way and manages to win the ball back. Took a deflection back off Franic. And some relief for Heidelberg.
Turning back the clock. Ivan Franic down this right-hand side in the second half. Unlucky with it. Just see it here on the replay. Oh, one of those ones. Not much you could do about it.
Rich history in this competition for Melbourne Knights and Heidelberg United, especially preliminary rounds for Heidelberg in 2014. They made the quarterfinals in 15 and the preliminary rounds in 16, then quarterfinals again in 17 and 18 before making the round of 32 in 2022. So
incredible run, actually.
Have knocked out A-League opposition before as well, of course. Kenny Athieu, the hero, a few years ago against Perth Glory at the Olympic Village. Heidelberg without him at the moment. He's got a serious knee injury. As Melbourne Knights go to their bench, so Duzel to come off. And Lars Kinander is the one to come on. Wearing the number 47. You see him chasing down the ball here. Abdallah tried to play it early.
It's been busy since he came on, Abdallah. Breaking forward from midfield.
Yeah, as he was when he came on in that clash in the last round of this competition. Came on as a substitute and did score. Had a couple of good chances as well to perhaps get more than one goal. Ball played straight down the middle. That's easy for the Heidelberg defence to manage. Theodoropoulos with the header away. Knights with plenty of numbers though. Zara. Not much ahead of him, so he needs to do it on his own, and he does. Look how quick he is, Adrian Zara. Does beautifully. Joshua Pin.
Well played.
Now Jamal Ali. Out to the opposite side. Murakami lost out and gave away the foul in the process. Knights with plenty of urgency about their game now. Franic. White in the edge of the area for Bramwell. Now the shot deflected. Kinander took the shot. Too many bodies in the way. White. Theodoropoulos with the header away only as far as White. Nebo Museno, the substitute. And for his fellow substitute, and Kinander couldn't find him. Shepherd chases it down. Collins with the sliding challenge. And Shepherd gives away the free kick.
Did well there, Ben Collins. I don't think there was much in it. Certainly George Katsakis doesn't think so. He went down and won himself a free kick. Melbourne Knights looking the stronger of the two teams at the moment. substitutions have made a difference.
Here come the Knights again. Kinanda can't control it. Heidelberg clear only as far as White. Heidelberg sitting deeper now.
Playing on the counter, aren't they?
Abdallah can't win it and gives away the free kick in the process. So this is in a dangerous position. Heidelberg with some defensive work to do here. Kinanda putting his body in front.
Big frame as well. He's a big lad. It's just a distance that a little bit in between. Too close to cross. Long way to.
It is into the wind as well, which sometimes can help with a dip and getting the ball up and over the wall.
Never Messino. Looks like he fancies it.
Ivan Franjic over the ball as well, as is Steve White. It will be Never Messino. Oh, forcing a great save. A terrific save by Piers Clark. Keeping Heidelberg in front here. The former South Melbourne, Bentley, Newcastle Jets and Perth Glory goalkeeper doing an outstanding job.
Wow. Well, he's put a lot of whip on that. Wonderful free kick. And Clark went with a right hand. Did really well. Just watch it there from behind the goal. Fantastic save. That was going in the top corner.
And Kieran Bramwell
on the follow-up.
Yeah.
Probably should have done better, actually, Zappa's there.
Needed to get it on target there.
Got it all wrong. What a fantastic save. Wonderful strike. Brilliant save.
He's got great experience behind him. Piers Clark, the 25-year-old. Spent some time at South Melbourne, as I said, and here in the NPL at Bentley Greens as well. And has also been on the list at Newcastle and the Perth Glory. So a very handy goalkeeper as Heidelberg United go to their bench. George Katsakis can see the writing on the wall. So Kane Shepherd will be to come off.
He's been replaced by number 21,
Bilal Habib will be the one to replace Kane Shepherd. It's been one of Heidelberg's best tonight, Kane Shepherd.
That's it. It looks like he's just a bit proppy there.
So that is a loss for them. He's been involved in both their goals, winning the penalty for the first and scoring the second. Still plenty of time in this contest. Just get the sense that Melbourne Knights are on top at the moment.
Yep.
In the flow of the game. They need to find another goal. Or should it end level after 90 minutes, we'll play extra time. And then penalties if required. Kinanda, the substitute for Knights. It's a hopeful ball forward. Jamal Ali clears the danger. Joshua Pin tries to win the ball back. Front position, gives the foul away. It's a very different looking front third now for Heidelberg. Bilal Habib on the left hand side, and Joshua Pin playing in a more central position. Due to Kane Shepherd's exit from the game. Here's Amir Abdallah. See the ball holding up in the air there.
It's a great touch.
Abdallah and Ellis couldn't get it past the halfway line, so the Knights try and go forward again. Nebo Museno. Franjic. There's Josh Phelps.
A block of 5 and a 4 now for Heidelberg defensively. Just leave one up front. Joshua Pin at the moment. Here it is.
Jamal Ali did well to come off his central defensive line and win the ball back. He needs to scurry back now as the Knights work the ball forward. Bramwell couldn't win it. But the Hargich did his job. White. Nepomuceno loses out.
Well
to
done.
Sean Ellis.
Very good.
Sean Ellis wins the free kick and some reprieve for Heidelberg.
Yeah, they need it, don't they? Did so well there, Sean Ellis. Won the ball. Dropped the shoulder, won himself a free kick. Exactly as you called it, Zappers. A reprieve. Melbourne Knights have been on the front foot the last 10 minutes. Mitch Hall that gave the foul away. You just feel like this game is going to explode. I don't think it's going to stay 2-1. Just bubbling under the surface at the moment.
Knights try and mount another attack, this time via a long ball for Jan Albano. He had Jamal Ali to beat, and the defender did his job well.
It's been good tonight. Very good. Great one-on-one defender. Athletic. Impressive.
White. Long range effort. Struck exactly as you'd expect a defender to hit one. Josh Phelps had some space and thought maybe I'll try it from there.
Josh, no. There's a reason you're a defender. That does hurt though, when you're on top and then you have a brain snap like that. Just kills the momentum.
Phelps winning the ball back for the Knights. Cananda.
Well done.
Museno. Albano. Jan Albano, I should say. Sean Ellis winning it back.
Berger's in no hurry now. Take this throw. Still plenty of time left in this game though.
Tussle for the ball. White showing some strength and trying to clear the lines only as far as Sean Ellis, and throw in here for the Knights. They were awarded a free kick deep in defence, so they try and move it along quickly. Dangerous ball back to the goalkeeper. Oldfield under plenty of pressure. He does very well. That could have been disastrous for them.
Wow.
They continue to want to play the ball out from the last line of defence, and it almost backfired on them now. As Sean Ellis has a great opportunity here to extend Heidelberg's lead. Ellis! Wide of the mark. It's starting to open up.
We said it was bubbling under the surface. Something was going to happen. It sprung into life. Just go back to the replay here. Trying to play out from the back. Oldfield. Oh! How's he got himself out of that mess? He's managed to. Sean Ellis.
Amir Abdallah going forward, wanting the free kick, won't get it. Almost disaster for the Knights. What a way to concede that would have been. Probably would have knocked them out. There's a little nutmeg from Ivan Franjic. Still got it in his locker. Bramwell tries the shot on goal, and that's well over the mark.
Yeah, Oldfield got himself into bother, got out of it, but then that ball that got played out to Sean Ellis with a left foot curler, just wide of the far post. You'll see it here on the replay, maybe. No. Bramwell got it all wrong, like he did it last time at the far post.
So just over 10 minutes plus injury time to be added to this enthralling contest. Here's the opportunity for Sean Ellis, who knows he should have done better there and at least put that one on target from inside the area. Chris Oldfield, the goalkeeper, will be very happy they didn't concede after that.
Iotis is gone, Zappers.
So there's another yellow card. We spoke about Anthony Lesiotis and how he was walking a very, very fine line. And he is now off. A blow to Heidelberg, reduced to 10 men. Lesiotis goes into the book for his second yellow. And that's a devastating blow to Heidelberg because he'll be missing should they go through to the semi-final. He's been such an important player for them tonight.
But what about the quality of Albano there? Just sticks it through his legs, knew he was coming, probably makes it look worse than what it was. But once you leave your feet leave the ground like that, you're in trouble.
Kranjic plays the ball inside. They wanted a handball. The Melbourne Knights fans. Bilal Habib on the ball now. Plays a piercing ball through for Joshua Pinn. What a delivery that was. Here's Pinn with a few to beat. Joshua Pinn for Heidelberg. Now Knights get the numbers back.
He's out on his feet.
Geez, there would have been outrage here at Knights Stadium because it was Bilal Habib who the Melbourne Knights fans thought perhaps he made contact with his hand. And he then ran to the halfway line, delivered a terrific ball to Joshua Pinn. This game has got plenty left in it.
Alex King waved it away immediately, set it off the inside of the thigh. Certainly Ivan Franic.
Heidelberg down to 10 men, and they'll be holding on here for dear life for 10 minutes at least. Some work to do. Nepomuceno. Dangerous ball in. Oh. And that's very well taken by Piers Clark, the Heidelberg goalkeeper. Let's take a look at this call for a handball. Franic plays it in.
Ooh. Hard to see.
As Bilal Habib comes off his thigh, does it touch his hand on the way through?
It did look like it. It did look like it from the replay. Alex King was adamant.
Alex King wasn't in the best position though, to make that call because he was behind Bilal Habib, so he wouldn't have seen that.
And that's why Ivan Franic was right
And he would have had to rely on his assistant, and his assistant remained firm that there was
nothing to see
foul there. So Melbourne Knights make another substitution. It's Jack Morton coming off. He was on a yellow card. And it's Felipe Sanchez, I think, is the one to come on.
Yep.
Well, what an end to this one we've got coming up for you. Melbourne Knights with the momentum. Heidelberg United doing such a great job in the first half, and now they're hanging on. Down to 10 men. One in the other game on tonight. Melbourne City have equalised. So plenty of drama around the grounds. Both games very evenly poised. Melbourne City leaving it very late in the 85th minute to get their equaliser against Metro Stars. Curtis Good scoring there. So that game could go into extra time. Take a look on the foul of Bilal Habib. Doesn't look good. Straight to his knee.
There's nothing in the tackle. Seen a bit of bother.
Heidelberg already with a couple of serious knee injuries this season. Kenny Athieu touched on earlier. So there'll be an extended break here. Looks like they'll have to go to their bench again. George Katsakis giving instructions to Thomas Jankovic. Looks like he'll be the one to come on. Well, the grandstand's shaking here, and the Melbourne Knights fans willing their team on. As we're set for a dramatic end to this contest. Been terrific football from both sides. Melbourne Knights really taking it to Heidelberg United. Ben Kahn, we've seen just how attractive a brand of football his side has been able to put out. No surprise, David Clarkson, that his name has been mentioned for the Central Coast Mariners job. Of course, that vacancy coming up in the last week after Nick Montgomery took the job in Scotland at Hibs.
And he sort of fits that Monty-type role, doesn't he, in the way he goes about it. Looks like he's really well respected by the players, plays an attractive brand of football. As you said, watch this space.
Yeah, won the NPL Coach of the Year this year, of course, in Victoria at the awards ceremony last week.
And wouldn't it be terrific to see another, as we like to see NPL players go and play in the A-League, an NPL coach to get an opportunity to coach at the top level in this country? It'd be wonderful.
So we wish Bilal Habib all the best. He only just came on a few moments ago, and we just saw him clutch his knee there, and
that's terrible.
Not a good sign at all.
Just watch it here, Zappers, on the replay. Yeah, it was. He actually kicked his right foot into the defender, and he's gone straight to his knee. So hopefully that's not.
So Thomas Jankovic makes his way on for Heidelberg. Too long on that pass, and Heidelberg now really just having to hold on.
Yeah.
Down to 10 men, forced into another substitution. Kane Shepherd coming off what appeared to be an injury for him as well. So Glasiotis, one of their key players tonight, was the one to pick up the second yellow. Hargich needs to be careful because he's also on a yellow. Almost got close to hitting his hand there. Just clears his lines.
This is going to be a long 5 or so minutes for Heidelberg.
Albano can't find a way forward. Heidelberg just clear it out again. Good chasing by Murakami to win the ball back. Joshua Pinn, and now Amir Abdullah cuts the ball back. So Knights have the numbers.
He might have been better off going to the corner flag there. Kill a bit of time.
Kranjic, White, Murakami does very well. Here's Jankovic, the substitute, been on for a minute. Does very well, holds the ball up, then loses his feet. As soon as I gave him a rap, Clarkey tries to win the ball back. But Hargich stands in the way in the last line of defence. Theodoropoulos has worked hard all night in the midfield.
Yep.
Important intervention there.
It's up to Melbourne Knights. Find the answer.
As we approach the 90-minute mark, there'll be a fair bit of added time after that injury. Knights desperate. Frunjic makes the run. Peter Hagic the cutout. Joshua Pin been outstanding for Heidelberg tonight. Loses out in that contest, however. Nepomuceno to Frunjic. Gets in front of his defender.
There it is.
Frunjic! Terrific ball through! And there is the equaliser! Lars Kinander makes it 2-2 and sends Knights Stadium into delirium. Game on!
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. The scenes here, just under us, Zappers, it's gone absolutely crazy, the Knights fans. I think we might have got splattered with a bit of alcohol. But it was Ivan Frunjic there. Brilliant. That's the experience. What a ball. Put it on a plate, didn't he? It was wonderful. The way he just let that ball run through his legs was calm. Fantastic ball. Easy finish. 2-2.
We saw it coming. Heidelberg were desperately hanging on. But Melbourne Knights found it. The 91st minute. And there's still time to play.
And we literally have to buckle in here because this commentary box is going to go down.
It's shaking.
Oh, dagger in the heart for Heidelberg.
Can they find a response? Ellis whips the ball in. On the second attempt. Ball played back almost. It's Jamal Ali.
Here we go.
Almost found one. Now a long ball, route one. Once again, the Knights forward. Here's some space and some time on the ball at the edge of the area. Albano it was, Nepomuceno with a curling shot over the crossbar.
Wow. Well, they're pushing, aren't they, Knights? They don't want to go in extra time. They want to finish it in the 90 plus. Just earlier on, the ball went out to Albano. He actually could have gone outside. He cut inside. The moment was lost.
The Australia Cup delivers again. What a night it's been at Summer Street. Frunjic, the architect of the equaliser. Nepomuceno on the edge of the area. Boy, almost found a way through for Bramwell. Ellis wanted the free kick, he won't get it. Ball to Albano. How many times have we said that? John Albano to the byline, cuts it back. Jamal Ali clears it. They're pushing.
Corner.
Peter Hagic heads it away, corner kick to the Knights.
Well, you do have to feel for Heidelberg. Down to 10 men. It's a long way home from here. They'll be hoping just to hang on. Try and get something from penalties perhaps, or a set piece, as the Knights have here.
Nepomuceno with the corner. The header's on target. It was well struck. Josh Phelps has been busy all night. Dangers from that set piece. And that was Bramwell on that occasion. Jankovic. coming through from Adelaide that Melbourne City have scored again. So it looks like a last-minute winner for Melbourne City.
Oh.
It's Metro Stars. What an effort that would have been for Metro Stars to hold off Melbourne City, A-League men's powerhouse. As the Melbourne Knights look for that dramatic last-minute winner as well. Cleared off the last line of defence. Peter Hagic receiving a clip on the way through from Felipe Sanchez. It feels like a winner for the Melbourne Knights, but it was an equaliser. Heidelberg crestfallen, they have to pick themselves up. Knights looking for that elusive winner. The shot! Oh! And Mitchell finds it! Can you believe it? Dramatic scenes here at Summer Street. Mitchell, the hero, with one of the last kicks of the game. Unbelievable.
The fence has gone down, Zappers. It's absolute carnage here at Summer Street. It's a throwback to the 90s.
What a comeback. They were 2-1 down at half-time. They stuck to their guns, continued to play football the way they have all season. And they found the winner. Mitch has been so good for them tonight and all season. A dipping and a curling and a bouncing shot made it very difficult for Piers Clark. And Heidelberg look like they're out. The Knights on their way to an Australia Cup semi-final.
Wow, wonderful scenes. Shows what this competition means to the people here in the west of Melbourne, Melbourne Knights fans. Tell you what, Zappers, Piers Clark could be a tad disappointed. It's late in the game, it did dip, and it bounced just in front of him. He possibly could have done a little better. But Mitch Hall, we saw him, didn't we, against Campbelltown? And he's done it here again tonight.
It has been a Australia Cup classic here at Summer Street. See, they've had a few thousand here tonight, and if they draw Melbourne City, I reckon
There'll be a few thousand more.
You'll have trouble getting into this venue in a couple of weeks' time.
But if we look at this game, Zappers, over the course of the, well, we've played 97 minutes now, some really high quality football, wonderful goals, high intensity. What a great night of action. And as you said, the Cup has delivered tonight. And really it was going to be difficult, wasn't it, for Heidelberg once they had that player sent off.
Well, that's right in front of us, Clarkie,
yeah.
and they've been making plenty of noise tonight and created a terrific atmosphere. And you can see out on the far side as well, up in the main grandstand, they're up on their feet cheering.
There it is.
And there is the final whistle. This famous club of Australian football have reached another famous pinnacle into the semi-final of the Australia Cup in extraordinary circumstances. They looked dead and buried the Melbourne Knights. They found a way, and they will celebrate long into the night here in Summer Street. Heidelberg United, crestfallen. It has been an Australia Cup classic. Full-time score, Melbourne Knights 3, Heidelberg United 2. And you see what this means to both sides. The emotions at both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah. Football can be so brutal at times, but for Melbourne Knights, wow, what a wonderful evening for them, their supporters, the football in general here in Melbourne.
Let's take a look at the highlights, and there were plenty of them in this Australia Cup quarter-final. It was Heidelberg United who got the night off to a great start for the away side. Kane Shepherd winning the penalty, and then Adrian Zara slotting away beautifully to give Heidelberg the lead. And then it was Zara again who was involved in everything, dinking the ball over for a Kane Shepherd header, expertly taken. And that gave Heidelberg United a 2-0 lead. It didn't take long for Melbourne Knights to respond. Terrific work by Mitch Hoare, ultimately the hero here tonight. But what about this for an assist? And then John Albano's run and finish to peg it back at 2-1. And it must be said they did have the momentum going into half-time, Melbourne Knights.
Yeah, they did. But they always had that little bit of quality in the front third. This was an incredible goal. Crunish did ever so well there.
And they had to be patient because that didn't come till the 91st minute. They continued to play their style, create the opportunities, and it was put on a platter, as you said, for Lars Kinander, the substitute, and then Mitch Hoare took a shot, the edge of the area. Difficult one for Piers Clark, but as you said, Clarkie, he probably should have saved that one. Mitch Hoare won't care. He is the hero tonight, and he has sent the Melbourne Knights into a semi-final of the Australian Cup. Extraordinary.
And maybe Ben Kahn to Central Coast Mariners.
Here are the stats. Melbourne Knights dominating possession. They had almost double the amount of shots on goal their opponents tonight. 8 shots on target to 5. Look at the number of accurate passes. That highlights the style of the game.
Yep.
Look at this, the Melbourne Knights fans in front of our commentary position on the far side of Summer Street Stadium. This is what it means to them.
But we see these cup competitions all over the world, don't we? And we have one, and it's very successful here in Australia, and we can see what it means to a club with a lot of history like Melbourne Knights to be back on the national stage and get themselves into a semi-final, no less. Wonderful.
Mitch Hoare up on the shoulders, celebrating with the fans.
It's so good.
The junior footballers from the club here as well. Ivan Franjic got his children here as well. This has been a wonderful night of Australian Cup football.
They're taking the bollards. The Australian Cup bollards are going to be souvenired. Someone's lounge room here in sunshine.
Well, thousands here tonight to celebrate this fantastic evening for Australian Cup football, and full credit to Heidelberg United, who did a terrific job in providing stern opposition, but ultimately kudos go tonight to Melbourne Knights, NSL champions, and could they dare to dream?
Could they?
To be Australia Cup champions. They're through to the semi-final to cap off a wonderful night of Australia Cup action. From me, Michael Zapponi, and David Clarkson, thanks for joining us. Congratulations to the Melbourne Knights.